What does courage mean to you? When we hear the word courage, we often think of heroes, people who leap into action, facing danger head on. But here's the thing, courage doesn't always look like that. It isn't always about big, bold moves. Sometimes courage is found in the smallest, quietest moments of our everyday lives. For example, there's courage in simply getting up each morning and facing the day, especially when it feels like the world is weighing on your shoulders. It's the act of showing up, at work, for family, or just for yourself. I've seen courage in so many forms. Take my friend. Let's call her Sarah. She went back to school in her 40s. She told me it terrified her, the idea of sitting in a classroom full of people, half her age, starting from scratch. But she did it anyway. Every day she walked into that room was an act of courage. Not because she had to, but because she knew it was the path she needed to take for herself. And you know what? She made it. Courage is often about those little decisions we make. It's about facing what makes us uncomfortable and doing it anyway. It's saying, I'm going to keep trying, even when it's hard. It's the person who keeps pushing forward, even when life feels tough. When financial worries, health challenges, or loneliness creep in, courage is found in not giving up. You see, courage doesn't mean you have no fear. It means that even when you're afraid, you take that next step. You move forward. Maybe it's that conversation you've been avoiding with a friend or family member. Or maybe it's applying for that job you're not sure you'll get. Courage doesn't always look the way we expect. It's not always dramatic. Most often it's quiet. It's the small voice inside you that says, you've got this. Keep going. Think about it for a moment. How many small acts of courage do we see every day? The parent who works extra hours to make sure their kids have what they need, the person who's nervous about a first date but shows up anyway, or even the retiree who's learning something new just because they want to keep growing. These are the moments that define courage. It's in the everyday choices we make to keep trying, to keep loving, to keep showing up, even when it feels hard. That's where real bravery lies. I encourage you to think about your own life. How have you been brave today? Maybe it's something that seemed small at the time, but it took courage. Whether it was standing up for yourself, trying something new, or just getting through a tough day, you were brave. You don't need to be a superhero to be courageous. You just need to keep going. Every time you face something difficult and push forward, you're showing courage. And that's powerful. So, the next time you think about courage, remember, it's not just about grand gestures. It's in the way we handle life's everyday moments, in the decisions we make when no one's watching. You are braver than you think, in ways you might not even realize. So, I'll ask you again, you are courageous in ways you don't even know. Keep going. Thank you for watching. Share your story of courage with us.